Building functions from functions is pretty much similar to compositions. But there are other ways to build larger functions. Now, the basic ways are to have f of x plus g of x, f of x minus g of x, f of x times g of x, f of x divided by g of x. Okay, these are your more basic ways. These are more straightforward. Okay, with that being said, these are, like I said, these are easier to understand. So for instance, let's say f of x is x cubed minus 4. G of x is x plus 3. Okay, so I could go through and do all 4 of these options. Okay, so the first option, I'm just adding them together. All I'm really doing is combining my like terms. So that right there would be my sum. This one would be my difference. Again, all I'm doing is combining my like terms with subtraction. Notice on this minus 7, I took negative 4. It's really like a minus in front of all of that, so it's a negative x and a negative 3. Just an FYI there. Multiplication. This one gets a little bit trickier just because you need to do a little bit of distribution. Not a big deal. The next one is the one that most people probably don't remember, and that's okay. It's the division one. Couple of different ways that you could do this. You could do synthetic division. You could do long division. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to do synthetic just because it's a lot easier. So 1, 0, 0, negative 4. Just a quick refresher how this works, so you guys can follow along here. I know I'm probably going to get a remainder, and that's okay. I mean, that's my goal, is to actually divide this. So realistically, I've got x squared minus 3x plus 9 minus 31 over x plus 3. That one's kind of the tricky one, like I said, is the division. Sometimes, so this worked out a lot easier because I had 2 polynomials. Sometimes you might have like a sine and a polynomial. Well, you can't actually really divide those, so you might have to just leave it how it is, or I might not actually really be able to multiply them, and that's okay. You just need to go through what you can. So because I had 2 polynomials, I was able to do all of those those 4 building of functions. Now, a composition of functions is where you take a function and substitute it into another function. So let's say I have f of x is 3 over x squared minus 1. G squared, or g of x, is going to be 4x. Let's make this simple. This is where you have f of g of x, potentially. Or, I'm going to do it the other way. I'm going to also write down the other notation. Remember, this little guy here in the middle just represents a composition. So, not a big deal. It's just a matter of actually doing it. So, the first one, like I said, these are 2 separate problems. First one, we're going to take this g of x here, and we're going to substitute it into the x spot over here. So we have 3 over 4x in parentheses squared minus 1. I need to simplify this. I now have 3 over 16x squared minus 1. Easy simplification there. Now this one, this f is what is going into, it's always the inside to the outside, right to left. So I'm going to now take this and substitute it into here. So I have 4 times 3 over x squared minus 1. I'm going to simplify this. I now have 12 over x squared minus 1. Just remember which direction you need to go in terms of your composition. They'll ask you to find the domain of these. All you really need to do is kind of like what we've been doing with prior to now. You can graph these and figure out what is your domain off of the graph. I'm okay with that. But that's just something to note. Sometimes you could get like a composition of several functions, and it's really not that big of a deal. You just need to go through the motions of the same thing. It's just you have an extra step, and it's not, like I said, not a big deal. But there is our building of functions from functions.